Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. My battery's dead.
There ain't nobody gonna do it for you. Got to find your own.
Well, it finally happened. My engine battery finally died, but it's from 117, so I think it's about time that it dies. But I had some cold weather recently. It was down in the teens, and it stopped charging, and for some reason my auxiliary isn't working either. And in case you don't know, an auxiliary is something that you have inside. So in a Class C RV, when your engine battery dies, you're supposed to just be able to push the auxiliary, and it's supposed to be able to jump off your house batteries, but for some reason that's not working either. Luckily, I was with someone who had a charger, so I was able to, and a vehicle, so I was able to jump start it. This morning I woke up, though, it was 38 degrees last night. It's been kind of slow the last few days, but you know, with a charge, I've been able to run it. It's been able to charge, but yesterday it was a little slow every time I stopped. This morning, it's so dead, it won't even roll down my windows. So luckily at O'Reilly's, I picked up a battery the other day, so I'm just going to change it out today. Super easy. All you need is a wrench. I'm going to show you how. O'Reilly's will actually install the battery for you. They'll take the old one out and put it in. But the O'Reilly's that I stopped at, they were super busy. The line was long. They seemed short-staffed, and I didn't feel like waiting, honestly. So I just picked up the spare battery waiting. I knew my old battery was about to run out, so I just picked one up just to have with me for when it did finally die. And it makes a good video. So I loosened up the bolt here. You don't have to take the whole thing off. Just loosen it enough and spread these out so that you can just remove it like that. These felt rings are battery terminal protectors. They just kind of help the corrosion stay off the terminal, so they're nice to have. I'm going to replace them. All right, so I'm going to clean the terminals. I have this terminal cleaner tool that a friend let me use. So it comes like this. So you can use this end to clean the terminal on the battery, but since I'm replacing the battery, I don't need to do that. And then it comes apart, and you've got this scrubby inside. Remember, the battery is completely disconnected, but I'm going to, you might not be able to see because it's not pulling up, but I can just stick it in there. Look at that. Get it all nice and clean. You can also use a wire toothbrush and baking soda, I've heard, to clean battery terminals and things like that, because you want to get the corrosion, the acid corrosion off. So that's it. This one actually looks pretty good. When you're buying a new engine battery, actually even a house battery for your RV, the thing that you really need to know is the group size. So every battery has a group size, which is basically the size, or a group number, which is basically the size that it is. So you make sure you get the right size battery to fit in the compartment that you have. So check that before you go in. I'm going to use the wire brush. I'm going to clean up here around these bolts and where the screws connect this here to that one. So that's the positive. And I'll do the same thing over here on the negative. I made the mistake of going into O'Reilly's and using their online tool to figure out the best battery for my RV for the van chassis, and it didn't fit. I ended up having to go exchange it. Luckily, I looked before I left the parking lot. All right, so I have a little baking soda water mixture in this, and I'm going to go ahead and clean the terminals with that with the wire brush. Everything's clean. Everything's clean, put back together. Got the new battery in. So now I'm just going to make sure it's flat and hook everything up. And I replaced these. These actually are supposed to absorb any corrosion. So I replaced these too. All right, looks good. Look at that. It's got a sticker on it to tell you the date that I bought it. So let's give it a shot. a change of battery. Awesome. All right, have a brand new battery. Hopefully I'm good for another 5 years. All right, so that was pretty easy. And now what I'm gonna do is just take the core battery back to O'Reilly's. I can take it to any O'Reilly's across the country and I'll get my $22 back for the core. So, all right, I feel accomplished. I got something done today. And it wasn't too bad. All right, if you found this video helpful or even just entertaining, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel when you subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you never miss a thing. And do me a favor, even if you think you're subscribed, if you think you've been a subscriber for years, double check, make sure that subscribe button is still ticked off, because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people. It's a mystery of YouTube. One of the many mysteries of YouTube. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Each and every one of you helps me keep making videos for the whole world to enjoy for free. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. Mwah. I have to show you Sadie. She's resting. We worked hard today, didn't we? Did we work hard today? Yes.